Yes, welcome to Easy Science International, and this is none other than your tutor, Ivan Serunjoji. On Easy Science International, we upload tutorials in the subject of biology, majorly to assist secondary school students in their revision in this homeschooling. And today on our program, we are having a fresh face, that is of a YouTuber from the land of Cameroon, that is in Central Africa. And she's going to introduce herself. We are going to be discussing, as she's going to be interviewing, a topic called the importance of education. Stay glued to Easy Science International. Let's hear from our friend.
Hello viewers, hello everyone, hello Tito Ivan. Thank you very much, Tito Ivan, for having me here in this program. I am happy and opportune to be hosting you. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to host you in this program. Okay guys, so I am called Akoh Yvette, a Cameroonian YouTuber based in Cameroon. I create content in accounting as well as other subjects, as well as little advice to secondary school students out there. And my second channel, I also have a second channel that is meant in giving star gist every news happening around the world. So if you want to be updated about news happening around the world, celebrating news happening around the world, just get to my channel Akoh Yvette 237, and my accounting channel is Akoh Yvette. Yeah, so those are the channels I manage. All right.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you for hosting me in this program. Yes, as you've heard, she's from the land of Cameroon. She creates content on YouTube that is in accounting, uploaded on a channel called Akoh Yvette. Then, personally, I'm based in Uganda. I'm a Ugandan national. As I told you earlier, I create content in the subject of biology for secondary students. So as you've heard in this program, I'm hosted. She's going to be interviewing me about many questions, major about the subject of education. Yes.
Okay, so Tito Ivan, since we already know why we are here, we just the program of today, it's all about education. We want to look at the importance of education. All right, so I will be giving out some series of questions to Tutor Ivan, and he is going to be answering them. All right, so the first question I will be asking is for you to give us the meaning of education. What do you think about education? What's your view about education? I want you to define education, because a lot of people say an illiterate is someone that is not educated, but at the end of the day, they don't even know the meaning of this education. So I just want you to define education in such a way that even a layman out there can get an understanding of what education is. So please just give us the definition.
All right, Yvette, thank you very much for that question.
Okay.
Yes, in my view, the meaning of education, literally speaking, is the process of implanting knowledge and skills into an individual with the purpose of that individual to be in position to solve the day-to-day challenges of this world. They can be personal or solving challenges faced by other individuals in society.
All right.
So education is in three forms. That is formal education, informal education, and indigenous education. Yes, Formal education is this kind of education we always acquire from the school setting, where you are supposed to communicate in a formal language. That is, the language of instruction is always formal. Informal education, on the other hand, is the opposite of formal education. You just receive it in other sources. You don't need to have a structured way of receiving information and instructions. Whereas indigenous education, that is our native education, for example, in our Africa or African setting, the kind of education where individuals were taught particular skills in the given society, which didn't necessarily involve writing, also reading, I can say, where you find that they teach you, for example, in our society, they could teach you backcloth making, they teach you the morals in society. That is indigenous education. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Tito Ivan, for answering that question. Thank you for giving us this definition about education. Like, I've added some knowledge to what I knew before, so I've learned more about what education is. All right, so the next question I will be asking you is, who do you think an illiterate is? Who is an illiterate? So please just help us, help the viewers, help me and others out there to understand the meaning of when they say someone is an illiterate. What can you tell us about this? So who is an illiterate?
Wow. Thank you very much, Yvette, once again for this other question. An illiterate. Yes, according to the Webster dictionary, I can say an illiterate is a person who can neither read nor write. Yes, that person who cannot read or write. Basically, that is the definition of an illiterate.
Okay, thank you so much for that definition of an illiterate. Tito Ivan, like my kid sister used to say, an illiterate is someone that has not seen the four walls of class 7. Like we call primary school, that's primary school in Cameroon. So she always say, okay, someone that has not seen the four walls of class 7. That's what she usually say an illiterate is. Thank you so much for that definition of an illiterate. Like I always say, I have added something to what I knew before. All right, so let's get to the next question. Let's dive straight into the next question. The next question is, Tutor Ivan, who is illiterate? Who is illiterate? Tell us more about illiterate. Tell the viewers who illiterate is.
Thank you very much for that question. Yes, illiterate is that person who is able to read and write. Yes, so somebody can be literate in English, French, Kiswahili, Luganda, Runyankore, Ruchiga, Lugbal, and other languages. That is a person who can read that particular language and also write it. So that is the basic definition of a literate person. Now, that person can be, apart from that rudimentary ability to just read and write, somebody can be having financial literacy, health literacy, digital literacy,
Okay.
and numerical literacy. So basically, many people in the community there, they have what we call numerical literacy. They can deal with numbers and also divide, multiply, and subtract, and additions, such things like that. Also, numerical literacy is very prudential, I can say, in what we call financial literacy. You can deal with your finances. Cherry. Yes, about digital literacy, if somebody is digitally literate, this person can navigate on the different online platforms available like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all those things. However, for somebody to be digitally literate, it doesn't mean, as the people know there, that young people are literally literate. It depends on how you use the technology. Yes. So basically, do you have information about how to use the different technologies to solve the problems of day-to-day life? That is a person who is digitally literate. And many others, media literacy and all other categories of literacy. So from that, you can easily define or you can easily know who is literate. Yes, who is illiterate. Somebody who can read and write, but it goes into other categories. If you have somebody who is having health literacy, somebody who can diagnose disease or can understand the health systems of that particular person.
All right, thank you so much for that definition of a literate tutor, Ivan. Thank you so much. I hope the viewers are learning a lot from this. Viewers, I hope you're really getting some knowledge of all of the questions I am asking tutor Ivan. I hope you're picking something out of it. You're taking home something. Okay, that pushes us to the next question. Now, after understanding the meaning of an illiterate and the meaning of a literate, now tutor Ivan, please can you tell us what are the importance of education? What are the importance of education? Please just state out the importance of education for our viewers out there to get an understanding of this.
All right, thank you very much for that question. And this appears to be the gist of this program. What is the importance of education? Yes, the basic importance of education is to be in position to solve our day-to-day challenges in life. If an individual is in position to do so, education attains its prime meaning from that. Yes, from many of our primary mottos, those who have ever attended primary education, there are some mottos like, for me, it was education for a bright future. Now, our future is bright if we are in position to solve the challenges which come amidst our way. For instance, the global pandemic at the moment. People have come up with measures to prevent somebody from getting infected by the virus, that is the coronavirus. And that is because of education. In education, the knowledge you are being imparted are past experiences. We gain that experience and scholars jot it down in the books of history and they impart it to the coming generation.
All right.
Now, we've heard that the world has ever gotten a pandemic that was a global pandemic in this form. That was about flu. You've heard about those stories. So you find that the means which have been put across to solve the current pandemic are almost in line with the means they used in the past. Also, scientific education helps us to find solutions to some of these challenges we face. And also, as you're dealing in accounting and finance, you find that you're imparting knowledge into these secondary school students that they can use to manage their finances in the future. And you know that we want to have a fair life or a better future, they have to be in position to manage their finances. Yes. Another importance of education, just to break it down, is education prepares careers for individuals by creating professionals in those careers. For instance, the doctors, the engineers, the teachers, the accountants, and others, to mention by a few. Those are a result of education. And how do we develop these schools or these programs? They are aiming at solving particular problems in the society. You find that the doctors are there to solve the problem of disease. The engineers, that is in engineering, they are solving problems to deal with mechanics, aeronautics. They are the people who are coming up with these designs which are put across to help us, and we simplify our life. The new cars, the aeroplanes, I mean many more, by things which are done by engineers, the machines put across, and other professions, they come up as a result of education. Another importance we can talk about here is it is through education that we preserve our cultures. Yes, our ancestors, our parents, they pass on information through, when we talk about indigenous education, storytelling. Those are methods of passing on information to the next generation. And it is through this indigenous education that we have been able to preserve our cultures. Yes, there are many importances we can talk about here, but the prime importance of education is for an individual to be in position to solve the problems of our day-to-day life. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for those importance of education. Like, I can thank God I am educated and I'm still learning every day, because I am going to partake in this importance that you just stated out there. And viewers, please, I hope you are educated enough to partake in this importance of education. If not, get yourself educated in one way or the other. There's so many schools online that you can get a course there, you can learn. It doesn't mean you must go to class and sit there, but there are so many ways you can get to learn. You can ask someone to teach you, and so on and so forth. So I'm super excited that I am educated and I'm still learning. Yeah, so I am going to partake in the importance of this education. Okay, this pushes us to the last question of the day. Okay, so Tito Ivan, tell me, if everyone in the society is educated, do you think the world would be a better place to live in? Okay, let me repeat the question again. If everyone in the society or in the world is educated, do you think the world would be a better place to live in? So what is your take on this?
Yes, absolutely. The world will be a better place if everybody is educated. Just imagine if everybody can solve their challenges and people are held responsible or important in society basing on what they can hope or they can do to enable life move on. And we are paid depending on the gravity of the challenges we solve. We have the medical personnel, the teachers, and all those other people in society. Yes, the world will be a better place if everybody is educated, because we shall be in position to solve our day-to-day challenges. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you so much for these answers, Tito Ivan. I am so happy this program is a success. I'm so happy you're able to. At a point I thought, okay, you say, oh, let's keep this question, but at the end of the day you answered all of the questions. So I am so happy you were able to answer all of the questions and you gave reasonable answers. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. We have come to the end of the program. Thank you so much for watching this program, and please don't forget to subscribe to Tito Ivan's channel, so you get to see more of these educative and informative videos when new ones are uploaded. All right, don't forget to subscribe to his channel, and also check me out at Akoh Yvette, and the second channel is Akoh Yvette 237. Check me out, guys, and see my content. Thank you so much, viewers, and thank you to you, Tutor Ivan, for having me here in this program. Thank you so much. Stay blessed.